What is this? What is it, you say? Well, it's a guitar stand. This is the new G1 butterfly guitar stand from Xvive. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying, that doesn't look like a guitar stand. It looks like something out of like a futuristic sci-fi movie. But make no mistake, guys, futuristic? Yeah. Sci-fi movie? Not really. It is actually a guitar stand. And the reason it looks so weird right now, guys, is because it's all folded up and it's super compact. Watch me as I open it up and put it into the proper positioning for a guitar stand. And there it is. Now, did you guys hear that click when I opened it up? Let me do that again. Listen carefully. Yeah, that's because it's got magnets right there that click and hold it into place so that it's really secure. Now, this is made of aluminum and they said it's lightweight, so I went ahead and weighed it, and yeah, it's lightweight. It comes in at 1.68 pounds. Now, in addition to being like really sturdy and good material, one of the biggest advantages to this is that it folds up and it's really compact and it's gonna be really easy to transport and take anywhere. And it comes with this really cool black bag that you can put the stand into the bag if you want to. There we go, in the bag, snug and ready to go. Now I'm gonna demonstrate this guitar stand with several different guitars, different types of guitars, different shapes and stuff. But first, I wanna show you how this compares to two other types of guitar stands. Okay, we've got this one, and you might be thinking like, well, that's really similar. It's like practically the same thing. Well, no, not exactly. This one's like really flimsy metal, not even close to being like as strong and secure as the other one. And it only folds up like that. That's it. So we're looking at size-wise, we're looking at this. Compared to the butterfly stand from Xvive, let's fold that up and let's compare sizes. Here we go, here we go. Okay, so take a look. See how tall this one is? And then when you put them right up next to each other, look how much like shorter and smaller it is. Okay, so how about like your traditional style guitar stand? Look how huge this thing is. I can barely get it into the frame of the camera, right? The legs are way huge. And yes, it does fold up to, a certain degree, but even when you fold the legs down, that makes it even longer. I mean, geez, can I even fit it in the camera? Yeah, about right there. Check that out. It's humongous compared to the other one. All right, now I'm gonna do the backpack test, because let's say you wanna take this somewhere, you're going to have a gig or something, and you wanna throw your pedals and other accessories in a backpack, and let's see if the stand fits in there as well. All right, we're gonna start with the Xvive butterfly stand, and it fits in there like super easy, with tons of room to spare, so all your stuff's gonna fit in there. All right, let's check out the other kind of smallish stand. Will it fit? Does it fit? It does fit, but barely. So you can see it's pretty much at the top of the backpack, and the bottom part of the stand barely fit in there width-wise. Of course, this is gonna depend on the size of your backpack. It's in there, but it's taken up a lot more space in the backpack. Now this one, should I even bother putting it in there? Yeah, sure, why not? Just for the heck of it, right? So, yeah, I mean, there it is. And you got the top part sticking way out. So that is not convenient as far as being like portable and traveling and going somewhere. Yeah, not at all. And it may also fit in the pocket of a gig bag, but that's gonna depend on the size of the pocket of the gig bag. I would say it might be a little too big for some, but it might fit in others. It just depends on how big that pocket is and how big your gig bag is. All right, time to test it out on several different guitars. Here we go. Let's start with like a dinky or a soloist or a super strat style guitar. Let's go ahead and put it on the stand. And we can see that, yeah, it fits perfectly. It's totally fine on there, very secure, not gonna fall over or anything. How about a Les Paul style guitar? Yep, it works great with a Les Paul style guitar. Les Pauls have a tendency to be heavier, and I think with the aluminum frame and the really solid build on that stand, it's gonna hold it very securely. How about a Strat? Absolutely no issues with holding the Strat, totally fine. How about an SG style guitar? And once again, it fits perfect, it's nice and secure, yeah, works great. But hey, what about an acoustic? You know, an acoustic has got a thicker body, and this is not even like a full-size dreadnought, but you might have noticed, or maybe you didn't, down at the bottom of the stand, it's got kind of like two notches, almost like two layers, where that lower front layer would be for the thinner electric guitars, and then it goes up to like a longer area, which would be suitable for your thicker, like acoustic guitars. And yep, it fits perfectly. What about a bass guitar? Yeah, just like the electric guitars, guys, it fits perfectly on there. It's got the rounded bottom, nice and secure. Yeah, definitely great for bass guitars as well. But what about something like this? Is this gonna work on the X5 G1 butterfly stand? Let's put it on there and find out. Okay guys, as I suspected, it's not really gonna work. And I think the issue is that the stand sits so low to the ground, to the floor, right? This part is so close to the floor that there just isn't enough room for parts that can be like hanging over or hanging down, and any kind of guitar that's not kind of level on the bottom. You know, all those other guitars that I already showed before the Destroyer, they all had kind of an even, round, almost flat bottom. But the Destroyer's got that big sort of pointy piece hanging off to the side, and if I try to put it on there, it's gonna be, you know, bumping into the floor. We don't want that happening. Or if I try to position it so that it's not bumping into the floor, then you can see that the guitar is not straight up and down. And then the weight distribution is not even, and then it kind of like almost wants to fall over. So my conclusion on that, guys, is that this is probably not an ideal stand for odd-shaped guitars, such as the Destroyer or an Explorer or anything similar to that. Even like a Flying V or a King V or a Randy Rhoads guitar from Jackson, those are probably not going to work well because they have that, you know, you got that pointy piece like hanging down, and then on the Flying V you got the wings hanging down, so you might want to use one of those other stands for those kind of odd-shaped guitars. But anything that is not odd-shaped, I would say this is going to work great. Alright guys, so that is it for the X5 G1 butterfly guitar stand. I've got links for this down in the description if you want to check it out. Right now, it's on sale on Amazon for $80.99. I think that's 10% off the regular price. I've got a few other links that will take you to some other websites if you want to check those out as well. And as usual, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!